This Shabbat, one treats as a regular Shabbat, although this Shabbat is on the calendar Tisha B'Av. One can eat meat, drink wine, have the family singing around the table, and having Divrei Torah. It should be treated as regular Shabbat. After Shabbat is over, one must wait until Tzedek Kochavim in order to change his shoes and in order to set up the house, or in the shuls, set the benches, not to do any of that before Tzedek Kochavim, as it's preparing for Yom Chol, which is not permitted on Shabbat. Once Shabbat is over, one can change off his shoes. First he would say, Baruch HaMavdil ben Kodesh lechol, change his shoes, and then go to shul. Some people go to shul beforehand and they change the shoes in the shul. Obviously, they would have to bring the shoes with them before Shabbat if they do that. Once a person is ready to do Havdala this week is done differently than any other Shabbat. On regular Shabbat you do Besamim. This Shabbat we don't say Besamim because Besamim benefits the soul, and we should not have the enjoyment on this Motsaei Shabbat as it is Tisha B'Av. Once a person is fasting, he should not do Havdala on wine or grape juice. So therefore, the only thing that's left to do is Borei Meorei Esh. Usually that's done in the shul right before Megillat Echa. Women that stay home, they should do also that bracha of Borei Meorei Esh on the candles. When a person does Borei Meorei Esh in the shul, and there's one person that says for the entire congregation, everybody must come close to the candle. It's not enough to stay far from the candle and just look at your fingernails, but rather one should come close to the candle in order to be able to benefit from the light, and that is the only way he would be yotzei that bracha. If one doesn't fast on Tisha B'Av for any reason, he needs to do Havdala, again, without the Besamim. But he'll do a regular Havdala. Chacham Ovadia said that a person could make Havdala on wine or on grape juice, and say the rest of the brachot of the Havdala. If he does it during the day, obviously already said Borei Meorei Esh, and we also don't say it after the night, so he'll do Havdala only with the bracha on the Geffen and the bracha on the Havdala between the Shabbat and the weekday. Ashkenazim don't do on wine or grape juice, rather they do on the beer. And with that, there'll be yotzei also the Havdala that needs to be said after the fast, because they did Havdala already. So because of that, one should take an advantage of doing that and be motzi also his bnei bayit. So if a woman, let's say, doesn't fast, she'll do Havdala for the entire household, including the husband. And now everybody will be yotzei with that Havdala, even though she's the only one eating. And Motsaei, Yom Tisha B'Av, they don't need to do Havdala anymore.